My dream job is to work for the Utah Jazz. Hi, my name is Courtney Tyacke. I'm from Orem, Utah, and I'm a senior studying marketing. So when I showed up to campus, I didn't know what I was going to study, but I knew that my passion was sports. And my advisor actually encouraged me to apply to a program in the business school for the scholarship. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll study business. And as I started taking business classes, I was able to see the side of business in sports and in basketball specifically. So all of a sudden, I knew that by going into business, I was going to be able to turn my passion for basketball into a long-time career. And so at first, it was a little intimidating to want to work for the Jazz so bad because I had no idea how I'd ever get there. And then I had an incredible connection here in the business school. One of my friends had a friend who had recently graduated from Utah State, and he was currently working for the Utah Jazz. I went to lunch with this guy, and from there, he was like, let's have you come down to Salt Lake, and I can introduce you to some of the people around there. The day before that I was scheduled to go down for this tour, a friend of mine texted me, and he was like, hey, I heard that there's some people from the Utah Jazz on campus today. So I texted the only person I knew in the Utah Jazz, and it was this connection. He was like, come and listen, and I can introduce you to my boss. And I was like, absolutely. His boss's name is Colby Zobel. And in that brief introduction, he gave me this business card that I've kept on me since the day he gave it to me. He was like, hey, you're coming down tomorrow to tour the facilities. I'd love for you to stop by my office on your way out. If you have some time, I'd love to talk with you. So of course I said yes to that meeting. So I was really nervous, but really excited, and I walk into the office and he's like, hey, it's so good to see you again, follow me. And he takes us into a conference room and we sit down, we start talking, and he offers me an internship right there on the spot. I was ecstatic. I think the person I was when I first showed up on campus and the person I was when I was sitting in that conference room at the basketball campus was not just something I became on my own. In the beginning, I really just felt like incapable at moments. There was times when I thought that it wasn't really possible for me to be able to accomplish so much. There was just little pieces that were missing. And as I started taking classes here at the business school, it all started to fill in those gaps that I felt like I had in myself. And through those things that I learned, I got to a point where I realized I'm 100% the person that's capable of getting my dream job with the Utah Jazz. I think it's easy to think that maybe there's not a future in your passion, or maybe it's not something that you can turn into a career. But the truth is, no matter what you want to do, you can find a place to turn it into a career in the business school.